The American Heart Association is a great organization to support because you go back to why. What's our story? You know, it started with me when I was 4 years old and my father passed away from a heart attack. I mean, he left a wife and 7 children. You know, and I don't remember him. I was about the age of one of my grandsons, Eli, about 4.5 years old. And I felt an empty spot in my life. You know, I always tell my children that I was going to be there. They may say, I wish he wasn't there, but they were never going to say he wasn't there.
When you think about the ages, his dad dying at 43, his brother being 36, Terry having high cholesterol at 28. And then I look at our kids. I mean, where did the years go? But our kids are in their 30s now. It could happen to them.
Yeah, some of my favorite memories growing up with my father has always been our family vacations. You know, I was the youngest with the 2 older sisters and got dragged everywhere and loved every minute of it. Just imagining my father not being around is something that's scary to think about. How many things I've learned from him and still learn from him today. So the American Heart Association has been very important to me. I think it was probably 6-7 years ago when my dad and his entire family got together to go to the Heart Ball, and knowing that they all went through similar struggles as my father did growing up. And since then it's been very important to me, and that's why I always try to donate every year somehow, some way.
We've had such a blessing in terms of having a father that has had a lot of trauma in terms of heart disease in his family, and yet he made a promise to us. You know, for us, it meant such a big deal. It was such a big deal growing up and meant so much to us that he was able to coach us in sports and be able to get up in the morning and run with us when we needed to do that, or you know, just being really active. And you know, that goes a really long way, because then you become examples to your own kids and it becomes a bigger issue than just one small thing.
It was his actions spoke louder than words. You know, it was like he always said, it's the little things that count. And it was, you know, the little things you do, the little changes you make in your diet and your health, that's what mattered.
These children, our grandchildren, are not expected to live as long as their parents. That's just a shock to me. So your dollars will help spread that word. Help us, help yourself, help your children, contribute to the American Heart Association.